Hello, I'm Fred Langridge. I'm one of the contributors to and one of the chapter editors of Purple Prose, Bisexuality in Britain. This was a book put together by a group of writers and editors coordinated by K Harrad, who was the main editor. I'm going to read from two different chapters because the theme of Ida Hobbit this year is breaking the silence. I'm going to read part of the coming out chapter. And then I'm also going to read from the chapter on gender and bisexuality because that's the chapter that I helped to edit. So, should I come out? Obviously, it's up to you. Coming out has two major advantages. It means that you're not having to keep part of your life secret, and it means that you're increasing the visibility of bisexual people, which could make it easier for other people to come out. On the other hand, if you're likely to face bad reactions, particularly if coming out might put you in danger, then it's absolutely valid not to do it, or to do it slowly, or to come out to some people and not others. The relief of telling just one person can be huge. If you don't feel able to tell someone you know, you could try calling the Samaritans and telling them, or just saying it out loud to yourself, or writing it down on a piece of paper. Part of coming out is coming out to yourself, and it's probably a good idea to do that first. Coming out again, and again, and again. One thing that's not obvious about coming out until you do it is that it's not a one-off thing. You meet new people, and you have to decide whether to tell them too. If you're bi, you also have the potential frustration of people deciding that you're gay now or straight now on the basis of a partner's gender, and then you get to come out to those people all over again. The narrative around coming out makes it sound as if it's a one-time thing, but perhaps especially with bisexuality, it can be ongoing, not just in terms of meeting new people that you have to come out to again. You might find that people you've come out to somehow forget about it after a while, or hadn't really taken it in, especially if you're bisexual and in a long-term relationship with someone of a different gender. If you're a married woman with kids and a house in the suburbs and so on, it's not always easy for people to remember that you're also bi. But if it's important to you, and it's okay for it to be important to you, you can keep reminding them. I'm going to read some of the individual people's experiences of coming out that are in the book, starting with my own. My experience was very boring. I told my parents and my older sister, and they were a bit confused because they thought that I knew that they already knew that I was bi. I don't remember actually telling people at school, but I must have at some point. Everybody knew. It must just have been very undramatic. I was lucky enough to be in a situation where it never occurred to me that it might be a problem. I knew about societal homophobia, but I was also totally confident that my family and friends wouldn't have a problem with me being bisexual. I happily described myself as gay and heterosexual and bisexual, and I was a bit perplexed when I went to join the local LGB, at least in theory, youth group, and was told by one of the adults that I'd grow out of the bi thing. This is someone else's experience. I came out to my parents kind of by accident during a friendly argument when we were eating at a restaurant with friends. Some years later it turned out that they hadn't actually registered that I meant it. Since when I discovered this, I was in the process of telling them that I was polyamorous and had both another boyfriend and a girlfriend. The bisexuality wasn't the bit that caught their attention at that point either. Sometimes coming out can be more subtle. This is Karen's experience. An awful lot of my friends are connected to others in ways that mean that they will know about or will probably have guessed my bisexuality. Others would know if they read what I said on Facebook. At work, even though a number of people I work with can read what I say on Facebook, I seem to have to come out once a year when I say I'm going to BiCon, because my bisexuality seems to get forgotten.